This is Mike 7 of Charlie Sierra commencing the Wales Ragchew Net. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call for 5 check-ins, try and pass it round those 5 check-ins, and then call for more. So, if you'd like to be number 1 into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location.
Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa, Michael in Lebanon, Tennessee, United States of America, checking into the Wales Weekly Ragchew Net.
Thanks very much there, Michael. Got you in the log there as number 1. If you'd like to be number 2 into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location.
GW5VOG, Steve in South Wales. Good evening. Back to you, Chris.
G5VOG, it's nice to get you there, Steve. If you'd like to be number 3 into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location. Okay, we've started with 2, but it's all good. So we have got our timeout king. He's with us there. And of course, yeah, we managed to meet him last week. And of course, we did give him the all-important timeout gift. And we did put it onto Facebook as well. It was good to have Steve. And of course, yeah, every time I looked around the stand, I saw Steve. So he spent a lot of time with us there. Spent a bit of time talking with many of the W.D.R.G and, of course, Donna there. And, of course, yeah, I still haven't forgotten his favourite from last week. Yeah, I saw a transvestite leprechaun. So we'll go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thank you, Chris. This is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. We're here in Lebanon, Tennessee, where it's a fine spring day, and we're running, well, 80-degree temperatures Fahrenheit, and it's been people are beginning to plant their gardens, and what my wife is doing this weekend is doing a little bit of planting in the back patio, and just enjoying the fine spring weather. Things are going pretty good here so far as I can tell, and looking forward to another great net. Glad everybody's checking in, and we're getting ready to get started. So I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Mike 7 and Charlie Sierra. Well, of course, yeah, it's good to be back doing the net there. Of course, yeah, I've got a lot to say once we've got a few people on. Yeah, it's all good there. Of course, at the moment, I'm doing the Ragchew Net. I'm sat down with a laptop. I can see the shack. I can't get to it. We're still in chaos from coming back from Blackpool. And of course, yeah, many other things went on, which, yeah, I will divulge as we go through the net. Of course, yeah, we'll go right there to Steve, GW5VOG.
GW5VOG returning. Thanks, Chris. Good evening, Michael. We're missing our third musketeer, aren't we? But I think Rod did say last week that he wouldn't be on because he's got family staying with him. I'm quite similar. My brother and his wife staying with me, but they went just after lunch today. And tomorrow, very early, I'm going to see my eldest son in his new apartment in London. So you're lucky I can just squeeze you in here in between. I am actually knackered completely with moving things and tidying up for visitors and then moving them all back and that sort of thing. But anyway, at least I'm full up. I've had a lot to eat this afternoon. I had leftover rice with peas and sweet corn mixed in with it, and mixed lettuce, which is what we had for lunch today with my visitors. But my wife always makes too much, and there was a lot left over, so I had it for my evening meal today. And also, as well as being full up, I'm nice and warm this week, so it's a change from last week. So before I get the time out, back to you, Chris M7CCS from GW5VOG.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, I was hovering over the time out there, remotely mind. So of course, yeah, I actually, from the rally last week, I did pick up a little laptop. So I picked one up because, of course, I did end up with basically a smashed screen on a laptop, which it's all good and well in the shack. It's been placed into the shack. Hidden away with a keyboard, but separate keyboard, mouse, another screen, and of course, yeah, I do use it for meetings sometimes. So of course, yeah, that laptop's still got a use, but I was missing a laptop for like on tour and you know, so that I can remote into the systems, still do a live stream out and things like that. So yeah, it's a little bit weird, but yeah, remoting in and I can actually see the shack. But of course, yeah, that's how I'm doing it tonight. But of course, yeah, I'd be able to hover over it. I'd be able to do a timeout, same as last week. Unfortunately, Steve, and yeah, it became cold there, and you could have came into the hotel because the guys were just inside there. But of course, yeah, it might have been a little bit loud. But it was good to catch up, good to meet, and of course, yeah, I actually did. I was preparing for the Ragchew Net, looking for a couple of little bits. Went into I called it my W.D.R.G case, and there was a timeout bar looking at me. So yeah, it's all good. So I'm going to see if anybody else would like to join in with the Wales Ragchew Net. If you would, go ahead with your call sign, name and location. Okay, nothing heard. So, yeah, strange one this week. We had loads of people last week, and yeah, this week, not so many. But, right, we will go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thanks, Chris. We have 5 Roman India Papa. Good to hear you out there, Steve. Hope everything's going well. I got to see the pictures of you eating candy bars. Look pretty good. I had to ask if they were vegetarian to make sure that you were eating okay. Didn't want you to go across the line and maybe end up eating some meat somewhere along the line. Just kidding. But it looks like y'all had a great time. It was good to see pictures of everything that happened last weekend. And looking forward to the next adventures down the line. That car looks very good. It looks like, almost like a brand new car. I was wondering what kind of car it was and how you came across it. Like I said, if you bought it new, it looks really good. And things are, let me see, I've been working here on a little bit of FT8 this week. We've had kind of some solar activities that's kind of been hampering some of the stuff going on around here and things along those lines. But I'm making my way slowly but surely to the ham radio settings and doing a little bit of digital radio every once in a while. I've got a new Echolink MB6PG-L that's been pretty interesting. I've enjoyed it. And I'm going to try to figure out at some point to have the satellite mode on it, because it looks something that might be fun to use. And I guess with that, I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, of course, yeah, you mentioned you before I did. But of course, yeah, Daisy Duke is the new car. Yeah, I'll tell the story. So effectively, yeah, everything is it all in a, well, I can't say the words, in a mess at the moment, because we came in from Blackpool. We were tired and everything after Blackpool, and then of course, yeah, we went and we still have the hire car. So we went to go and look at a car, and then yeah, we liked that and whatever, but yeah, that one fell through. We were a little bit disheartened, as to say, but yeah, I went on the internet looking for the Pacific car, because it was the same as what we had as the hire car, and we liked it. Yeah, I found the cheapest one in the country, and we decided to travel there. Unfortunately, yeah, it was as easy as booking. Yeah, all I had to do is book the tickets, book the accommodation. We're good to go. We're going out. We'll be at the train station at this time. All good. It starts with we've phoned a taxi. We're about to go, and yeah, the booking disappears. Yeah, basically what happens is the booking disappears for the accommodation. They're not there. So I managed to rebook that. That's not a problem. We go out the door, we get it, we're thinking, oh, we're going to get there for the train. And of course, yeah, we get there about 5 minutes to spare. We get on the train, everything's all good there. And then, of course, due to some situations on the line, basically people deciding to jump on them and cause a disruption there, we ended up going to Manchester. We were going to a place called Wellingborough in Nottingham. I'm going to take a pip so I don't have to press that time, mate. So, yeah, we were going to a place called Wellingborough, is where the car was. So, of course, yeah, we were meant to be there at 2100 hours. That's when we'd have been at the train station. But yeah, what happened is we ended up going to Manchester, where we were told at Manchester to, yeah, end of the line. So we were then told to get back on a train and go to a place called Chesterfield. So we went there, where we were told that when we got to Chesterfield, there would be a taxi to take us on for the rest of our journey. We got there, yeah, there wasn't a taxi, but the guys there were quite good, and of course, yeah, they gave us some bottles of water and stuff. They put us back on a train, and of course, from that train, that train, we then went back past where we'd already been to a place called Derby. From Derby, they did get us a taxi, and of course we got in the taxi about midnight. And of course, yeah, we travelled to our destination, and of course, yeah, that taxi cost the train company £125 sterling. My train tickets cost £95 through booking.com. But we were told that both Chesterfield and Derby we're entitled to a full refund from cross country, which is the operator. So yeah, it was a bit expensive for them. But we finally arrived to our destination, the second hotel that I booked. We kept in contact with the guy. He came down, he opened the doors, he let us in. We ordered breakfast. We went up to our rooms, our room, shall we say? Not rooms, room. But we basically went upstairs past some other rooms, but yeah, into our room. It was a really nice room. We literally kind of like died. We got up in the morning, used all the facilities, shower, coffee, everything, it's all supplied. And we went down for our breakfast. And we were a bit sceptical about the breakfast. because of course it was a full English offered. Yeah, it was a lovely Indian couple were running the hotel. And yeah, it's the best English breakfast I've ever had. So I'll put it right to GWG. There's my time rate. So I'll go actually press it on myself and put it. Yeah, I was still talking now, didn't know what I was going through. So yeah, I've had to press time it on myself for once. But yeah, over to Steve, GW5 VOG.
GW5 VOG returning. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, that was a bit of a marathon journey then. It was a tour of the North and the East Midlands, wasn't it? Really. So you got there in the end. That was. I came back from Blackpool last Sunday.
Okay, I left a long gap there as I can hear Donna listen to the live stream, and there's a little bit of dead latency. And basically, you just dropped out there, Steve. Do you want to try again, GW5 VOG? Okay, has the network blown up, or has Steve blown his hotspot up? But I can hear myself going back through that live stream, so it's not a bother. So I definitely know that I'm getting out through the system there. I'm not monitoring Echolink, I normally would be. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that opportunity to see if anybody would like to check in. So if you'd like to check into the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name, location, and an over. Try not to time out. You've got 3 minutes. Aye.
Yeah, 2 Whiskey 1, Tango Echo Romeo. Sat on my little workbench, eating spaghetti bolognese in mid-Wales in a grizzly, grotty day, thinking, I wonder what I'm going to do today. But then I realised the day's almost over, so after this I'll probably just sit down and carry on doing a bit of modelling. Plastic modelling, that is, not me sat around in a bikini. My days of me walking around in a bikini being photographed are long gone. Well, they're not long gone, but you have to pay serious money to have that privilege, and that's the way it goes.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, thanks very much there, Monty, and yeah, plastic modelling, and of course, yeah, that glue's for my modelling, not for sniffing. You might know the film reference there, but you might not. But I actually thought of you, Monty. I did think of you yesterday, and it was because we went to go and get some new tyres onto Daisy the Duke, and of course, yeah, there were 2. They looked like they were prepped for Isle of Man, but yeah, 2 C90s, very old ones. Because of course, yeah, the plates on them were older plates with these bigger bore exhaust systems and stuff on them. And yeah, thought of you there, Monty. That's you. So of course, yeah, keep looking forward. You'll soon be getting back on there. Right, we'll see if anybody else would like to check in. If you would, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over. Hey, nothing heard. So, right, we'll carry on a little bit about the Daisy Duke story. So, of course, yeah, we had our breakfast. We were picked up, and we went to go, we were picked up in the car. We went to the dealership. We had a look around it. It was all good. Everything was good. And yeah, we pretty much signed on the dotted line and yeah, paid and took it away. We had it insured. We got it taxed. So it wasn't a bother. Smooth, nice, relaxing journey on the way back. So yeah, it's a good car. And of course, there was one little niggle. We were on our way back, and it was telling us that the back passenger door was open, but it wasn't. And when we stopped, we decided to give her a bath, a clean as the first car, as you know, as in our possession and whatever. Although she'd already been valeted and whatever at the dealership, we decided to give her a clean, get it waxed. It makes it all better for next time, and everything like that. But before we did, I just pushed on the rubbers as the switches of the doors, you know, made sure I did every single one, giving it a good push and whatever. I closed it, and then all of a sudden, yeah, that light's not come back on. So yeah, it was a sticky switch, basically. But yeah, it's all good now. So we will go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Chris, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. It seems like our small quality group get more overs like this. Like I said, I've been looking at the car. It's a very nice looking little car. I like it. I wanted to ask, it's got the, I'm looking at this, I don't know if they're ends or sticks or what is it coming along the side. Can you explain some of that? I see the massive antenna right on top, so I know the ham radio is working in it. But I don't know what it is off the sides. If you let us know about that. I like the Daisy name to it, though. It's very cool. And Nissan makes a good car. I haven't driven one in a long time, but they do make a good car. So I expect you to get a lot of years and mileage out of that particular vehicle. How is Miss Donna liking it with the new car? And I'll turn it back to you for your comments. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, yeah, I know what you mean. And of course, yeah, poor Steve or Monty, they haven't seen the pictures. But of course, yeah, I've not put it onto the live stream either because of the way I'm doing the net today. But of course, yeah, those what you see on their headlights are eyebrows. They are not eyebrows, eyelashes. They're Daisy Duke eyelashes. That's what they are there. But yeah, of course, we named it. We pretty much named it on the way back. Yeah, Daisy Duke, and of course, yeah, I know it's not spelt the right way, but the anagram's there, and yeah, we got a little Daisy sticker coming as well, for her. But yeah, Donna's enjoying the car, and yeah, she likes it. And of course, yeah, it's a little bit nippy as well. It's diesel, but it's a 1.5 turbo, and yeah, it is pretty nippy, as well. But of course, it comes with an upgrade. They don't actually come with it, but it's come with integrated Apple CarPlay as well. So we've got the screen, the sat nav, everything's all good. In the center console as well, and the radio. Yeah, at the moment it is just the handheld, Michael. But of course, yeah, there is the antenna on top. So that's all good. So we will now go around to Steve, GW5 of VOG.
GW5 VOG returning. Thank you, Chris. I don't know whether I got cut off on the last over. perhaps I did. Perhaps you can let me know at the end of this one. I was telling the story about my train journey home. Nowhere near as scary as yours, and I'm glad everything worked out all right in the end, and you had a good journey back in Daisy Duke. You know, you were saying about the spelling, not quite right. The word Duke, J-U-K-E, comes, I believe, from the Cajun country in Louisiana, in the swamplands, I think, and a juke joint, spelt that way, was a sort of illegal shebeen type drinking den, and it's where we get the jukebox from. They had a lot of music, and so that's where the expression of jukebox comes from. So yeah, there we are. That's why it's Duke with a J. So yeah, also actually the Cajun people in Louisiana have got a bit of a connection with Wales as well, in a very roundabout way, because they were originally Breton people who spoke Breton language, which is almost the same as Welsh, who were thrown out of Canada after the British drove the French out. And they moved to a place called, like a new colony called Arcadia in Louisiana, and that's where Cajun, so it's Cajun. So I believe, anyway, perhaps if I've got that wrong, Michael can correct me, I hope. Anyway, I was going to say timeouts are good today, Chris, because there's not so many of us. Great, we've got Monty on now. That makes it a little bit fuller, and we'll have a lot more comedy and laughs, I think, now. So with that, back to you, Chris. M7CCS from GW5DRG.
Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, it's good for to have the history lesson as well. So that's brilliant. And you did cut out on your last over. You cut out. I called you a couple of times. Waited for the live stream to catch up. Didn't hear you talking again. And I just carried on there because of the group being a little bit smaller. And then Monty joined us. So that was all good. So yeah, people are coming slowly there. But of course, yeah, I know that Simon, he was M0 last week. He might be M0 at the minute, but he's at a wedding, so it might be MW actually, because I think Endaf knew who they were when I was looking at a chat. So of course, yeah, Simon's at a wedding. So yeah, Sooty will probably be listening somewhere. So will Barry. I don't get a message to say he's listening though. But of course, yeah, we have all the other listeners. Donna's listening as well, because of course I can hear the live stream. But yeah, she's trying to do. Actually, we can do the food porn segment. So she's trying to get on top of making a trifle at the moment. We've got a fake away kebab, which is yeah. Aldi, other places are available, but of course, yeah, it's a nice kebab meat thing that they do, and we put it in the slow cooker, cook it for longer, and then we have some healthy salad with it and a bitter. So of course we've got a fake away today. I've done the breakfast. We've already said about that one, and of course, yeah, we had fish pie yesterday as well, traditional too, and what else is there? Oh, we've got roast lamb for the weekend, and we've got we have rice pudding, homemade rice pudding with the correct rice. Only certain people who get that joke. So yeah, all the food porn, and there's quite a bit of it, and there will be on next week. But of course, a lot of ours might all be the same. So we go right to Monty, 2W1 TER.
Yep, 2 Whiskey 1 Tango Echo, Romeo returning. Oh yeah, I forgot what weekend it is. Happy Dead Guy on a Stick Day or whatever it is, and I hope your chocky eggs don't melt. Yeah, bit of a weird one that one, chocky eggs. I don't know. But there you go. That's the fog of religion, eh? But yeah, Happy Dead Guy on a Stick Day. Yeah, I don't know what to say at the moment actually, yeah. Not really much to done this week. I've been exercising and getting my leg strength back up, which is good. Looking at things to buy transport-wise, like to try and get me around a bit better. Don't think I'll get back on the motorbike, but I might buy a trike. You know, that way I don't have to worry about putting my feet down. I won't fall over. Get me about and about. It's just having something to do with it. Something to keep your oil going, keep your oomph up there, so you don't feel so decrepit and rotten. And you've got to give yourself some self-esteem, I suppose. Especially after the chemo and that, because that kicks the shit out of you. Really does. And yeah, so yeah, any little day is a good day at the moment, and yeah, exercise-wise is going well. Weather-wise is a bit crap because I wanted to do some astrophotography, and we've had nothing but overcast nights and rain and clouds and horrible evenings, so that's not been much fun. But there you go, that's what happens. You buy all this equipment and then the clouds come in. It's like everything, innit? You buy it, you want to use it.
Charlie Sierra. Well, I'm not sure if that was a timeout or a drop key there, Monty. But yeah, Donna was asking what I was hilariously laughing at, and I said about your comment about Easter, but she didn't hear that bit. Right, I know that M7EMH is listening. He's currently helping one of our members with their hotspot. Hopefully, yeah, we might get Bob RHD on. He's trying to actually help him with that. I've just had a message with him. So if anybody else would like to join in with the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and over. Hey, nothing heard. So we'll go round to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thanks, Chris. I had to laugh at your comment about the eyelashes. I would have never thought it'd be an eyelashes on Daisy, but that makes sense. That makes total sense. When I hear Daisy and then Jukes, it kind of threw me off because I think Daisy Dukes, and that is here in the United States. That was a pair of really short-cut under jean pants, jean shorts that a young actress wore on the Dukes of Hazzard TV show here. I don't know if you've seen it overseas or not, but she stirred quite a young man's imagination. And I was in high school when she came out, and I will say that she definitely got my attention in her Daisy Dukes, as they called them after that. Stephen, I was going to tell you, I've not heard a Canadian connection, so you mentioned it. I knew that I've been to New Orleans. I've ate the food down there. I love the Cajun food, and I've never heard a Canadian connection to that, so I had to look it up just a minute ago. So it seems like the French were in Nova Scotia, which I guess is next to Canada, when the British expelled them from that area, sent them packing to the United States, and they ended up all the way down in Louisiana and New Orleans. And we brought their culture down there and their fine cuisine cooking, which is, again, part French and I think part Spanish, because that part of that area of the country was also at one point in time Spanish in addition to French. And they mixed it all together and made a very delicious recipe of the area. And their food is excellent. But that's what I have read and what I understand now of what's going on down there. And with that, Chris, I'll turn it back to my history part of the lesson.
7 Charlie Sierra. Well, it's all good there, and yeah, the history lessons are good as well. So next we are going to go around. So yeah, Daisy Duke. So yeah, you get it now, and yeah, I have seen the Dukes of Hazzard. I'm pretty sure Donna saw the Dukes of Hazzard as well. And of course that's where the reference came from. But yeah, Daisy Duke eyelash. We put the eyelashes on after we couldn't name it Daisy. But yeah, and of course gonna put a little sticker of a daisy on there so that, yeah, people get the reference, Daisy Duke. But yeah, it's all good there. It's alright. I'm looking at the W.D.R.G chat at the moment, and I'm seeing pictures of Oxpots coming in, and yeah, apparently the Ragchew Net's not coming through on one, but oh, it's one of them, is it? That'll be why. But yeah, all good. So what I'll do is I will put it round to you there, CGW5 VOG.
GW5 VOG returning. Getting a rather strange tingling in my hands. I think it's cramp on the old PTD button. Either that or somehow the RF is coming back down the rubber ducky and attacking me. Yeah, we all know Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, we remember. I wonder if your Daisy Duke is red. If it is, you could paint a white stripe on the roof, couldn't you? And it would be like, I think it was called a General Lee, wasn't it, their car? They used to sort of jump through the windows or something like that. And the sheriff, was he, or the boss was called Boss Hogg, wasn't he, a little fat man? Yeah, that was used to be on about this time on a Saturday on our TV, I seem to recall, and it was very, very, very popular. Yeah, so foodborne, just quick. Went to the very good tapas restaurant here in our town with my brother and his wife, and my wife, and myself, obviously. And yeah, Michael was saying about the vegetarian chocolate bars. I'm not vegan, so I can eat milk in them or whatever. We try and avoid cow's milk at home, but you know, I've been drinking some today. Yeah, but we had a very nice tapas, and because my brother and his wife are not vegetarian, they had some charcuterie. Very nice iberico and some chorizo, which I actually had a little sample of, so I was a bit naughty, just to see what it tasted like, and it was lovely, so we enjoyed that, and a few nice pints of Estrella Galicia, which is very, very nice Spanish lager from the north of Spain, not from the south, where most Estrella is made in Barcelona. Anyway, before I time out, back to you, Chris, M7CCS from GW5 VOG.
Yeah, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, yeah, at least they didn't. I hope they didn't decline your card. Hi. But yeah, it's all good there. So we'll go round to 2W1CL Monty.
Whiskey 1 Tango Echo Romeo. Well, that's my spag boil scoffed. Very spicy. Loved it. Lots and lots of garlic. Keep the vampires at bay. Don't want vampires at this time of life. Gonna have to deal with piles. Anyway, let's see what else is going to happen today. Oh, pudding. I've got some apple strudel for pudding. See, straight in with the food porn. Can't help it. It's one of those days today. Apple strudel and ice cream. Alright. And I've been painting the exhaust on this motorbike, and for some reason, they just don't want to go down flat. And then when I was painting them upstairs with the airbrush, I knocked the paint over. So I've had a right mare with these exhausts. So I might knock them on the head for today and try and do something else. But yeah, so generally just touching around doing stuff. Run out of bread, that's really annoying. Did put some on the Tesco order, but they forgot the bread because they didn't have any rolls in stock. And normally they'd substitute it, but they didn't substitute bread. So I don't know. Oh, there's a big crow in the back garden. Brilliant. Put some scraps out earlier. There's a big crow. I like the crows and the blackbirds. I used to like it when I lived in the seaside towns because they hate seagulls as well. And the fight between the crows and the seagulls was great fun to watch. So anyway, I'm just about to get a drink. So I'll get back to you, Chris. 2 Whiskey 1 Tango Echo Romeo, back to control.
Yeah, Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, I think you had a nightmare there with painting the exhaust. Yeah, kicking the tin over as well. Ooh, that's bad. But, yeah, at least, yeah, you can call it, some kind of art or something. Yeah, just sign the corner and call it art. But it's The Blob by Monty. There you go. You know, from spilt paint. But it's all good. So I'm going to call out. I'm going to see if anybody else would like to call in to the Wales Ragchew Net. If you would, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and it over. Hey, I'll put it right to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thanks, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa here. Yes, the Dukes of Hazzard was a TV show of my youth, and like I say, the General Lee, I think they went through, last I heard, it was about 167 or 180 General Lees, because the show was very famous for taking that car and jumping it over all kinds of different things, from bridges to houses to barns. And of course, a car can't really do that in real life, so they replaced that car regularly. There's actually one of those cars here in Nashville, one of the ones they used on the TV show here in downtown Nashville. So if you come to Nashville, you can see one of the General Lees that was actually in that TV show, parked not too far from the Grand Ole Opry. But and then again, as far as the Cajun food goes, when I went down to New Orleans, we had beignets, I think it's a pronunciation, and chicory coffee, which does not use coffee beans. Very good combination down there, and it's world famous. People come from all over the world to eat beignets, which is basically just a donut with a lot of confectioner sugar on the top of it. Fried, delicious, and it goes well with the chicory coffee. I guess that's part of my food porn segment for this part of the show, and I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
And Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Yeah, well, I think they did get through quite a few of them, didn't they? Those vehicles just painted up, and a lot of them were just body shells, weren't they? That were suspended and jumped and whatever. But yeah, they were stunt crewed. But of course, yeah, there is a British film. Yeah, it's a British film called The Italian Job. And I'm talking about the original Italian Job with Michael Caine. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off, that one. Yeah, they wrecked quite a few minis in that one. And a nice Aston Martin as well in the beginning credits, wasn't it? So yeah, always remember your car. Your car? Nice. And then he pushes it over the side with a digger. But yeah, well, it's some kind of digger, isn't it? It just pushes it over. But yeah, and then just says good day. Of course, yeah, that's all good. But the one American car of my childhood that I really like is, is Kit. And yeah, there was a few of those as well, because a few of those got damaged because of the things that did. So we go round to Steve, GW5 VOG.
GW5 VOG returning. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, that's interesting about all the many cars that they went through. I think I watched part of the Italian job quite recently. I saw it on one of the streaming type services somewhere. I'm not sure whether I watched the whole of it. I can't remember. I might have fallen asleep in it. So yeah, it's iconic. But what it made me think of with writing loads of cars off was the Blues Brothers. I don't know if any of you have seen that. I would think most of you probably have, because it is a sort of legendary film. And there was a police chase at the end when about 1,000 police cars are chasing them, and they keep causing them all to crash. And so apparently when they made that film, it was the biggest ever loss of motor cars ever in a Hollywood film. They had to, write off thousands of them. And I think some other film has surpassed it since, I don't know, probably like Fast and Furious or something. I've never seen any of them, but I think they probably have car crashes and things. So yes, that was famous. I used to go to the first time I saw it was at an art centre in Cardiff, where they used to do midnight showings of it, and or as the Blues Brothers, which was really weird, and get up and dance and stuff like that. So anyway, before a timeout, back to you, Chris, M7CCS from GW5 VOG.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Yeah, you mentioned that one. Yeah, it was all police cruisers, wasn't it? That mostly got written off. Yeah, no, that must have been a big production. But I think there was trickery of mirrors as well used, so it wasn't as many cars as what you see on screen. With the trickery of mirrors, I think, and then it reflects that there are more vehicles than there are, and things like that, and some of the little shots. Yeah, of course, quite a lot of cars written off in the Blues Brothers. Fast and Furious, well, a couple would have been written off. The Italian job, you said you've seen it on a streaming service, mentioning Netflix or whatever. That would probably be the 2014 or 2015 version. That's a different story. Yeah, it's all good there. But of course, yeah, I do like the original Italian job as well. Yeah, we go round to Monty, 2W1 TER.
Whiskey 1, Tango, Echo, Romeo. Bend over and let me shake your tail feathers. Yeah. 1 roast chicken and 2 slices of dry white toast. Classic film. The follow-up, not so good. But yeah, Blues Brothers was a classic. Some cracking lines in it. Oh, I hate Illinois Nazis. Brilliant. Yeah, there's been some good car films around, but the original Italian job, classic. The remake, oh no. I'd rather have a hot poker shoved up my jacksie than watch that again. God, what a bilge film. The Americans shouldn't be allowed to remake classic British films. They did the same with Get Carter as well, didn't they? Tried to remake that and just, was it Stallone? Mumbling his way through it? No, can't be doing with that sort of thing. But yeah, some classic films back in those days. I haven't really got into films lately. I haven't seen anything worthy of watching, really, I don't suppose. I still like my sci-fi, but nothing's caught my eye in the last couple of years like films used to. I don't know if it's just because I'm old and more cynical and grumpy, or whether what they're just making and bunging out nowadays is just benign rubbish. But yeah, nothing's caught my eye like the good old films used to in the back in the good old days. That's why I still like my DVD collection, because I can still bang out a good classic film now and then.
Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Thanks very much there, Monty. And yeah, well, I think that about some films as well, and I don't tend to see films until they're a few years old. So yeah, it's probably that. But we have the old Netflix and things like that. But yeah, always a bit too tired. That's the thing. Must be a sign of getting older. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if anybody else would like to check in. If you would, go ahead with your call sign, name and location. Okay, back up to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. We'll see if he's in the Italian job.
Chris, this is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. It has been a number of years since I've seen The Italian Job, but I do remember it, Michael Caine in it, and it was a pretty good movie. One of the better, well, I think it's one of the better movies as far as cars is when Steve, I forgot his name now, did Bullet. It was a car movie with a lot of speedsters in it, and I got to go back and look at the actor's name now who starred in it, but it was along the lines of The Italian Job, and a lot of cars wrecked. But one of my all-time favorite comedies with country music mixed in with it in between was Burt Reynolds' Smokey and the Bandit. Many cars were crashed in that one, and we had diesel rigs, and we had a few girls, and we had a few comedies, and we had a few songs. Second movie wasn't nearly as good. Third music was absolutely dreadful. So I wouldn't recommend anybody go past the second movie if they're watching Smokey and the Bandit. But I have seen The Italian Job, and it's very good. I'm going to wait and save my food porn for the next segment. But since we're all on cars, I was going to give you mine. I don't know if anybody has seen the Smokey and the Bandit. Well, I do recommend it. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. And yeah, I can still hear you chatting away there as I just popped in to Donna there and while I'm talking. But yeah, it's all good. And yeah, Smokey and the Bandit. And yeah, that was about getting a truck of beer. Yeah, just getting a truck of beer across the border, wasn't it? So many vehicles smashed in that. But yeah, the policeman or whatever in that, I can't remember who it was. But yeah, he pretty much he reminds me of the character from Dukes of Hazzard, the police or the constable or whatever he is in that as well. He wears his gold star. I'll tell you that, and he's got his little sidekick that's not too clever as well. So we go around to Steve, GW5 VOG. Okay, I will call again for GW5 VOG, Steve. Okay, nothing heard from Steve, so we'll go round to Monty, 2W1 CER.
EW5 VOG returning. Can you hear me now, Chris? Back to you.
I can hear you now, Steve. Yeah, definitely hear you now. Cancel that, Monty. Steve's turn, then yours. Round to you, Steve.
GW5 VOG returning. Yeah, GW5 VOG returning. Sorry, I was getting a bit confused there with the audio from YouTube, which I used. So can you just confirm that I'm on now, Chris? Okay, back to you.
You're definitely on now, and you're coming in via CQ Northwest. Back over to you there.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Yeah, my DMR seems to have stopped working somehow. I will go up and just reset the hotspot in a minute. Talking about hotspots, I saw you posted a thing about the people that were next door to you at the rally, frequency something or other, and I'm glad you did actually, because you know those little hotspot stands. I saw them and I thought, well, I quite fancy one of them. And then I was thinking, why would you want your hotspot in that weird position? Anyway, I was going to go back and have a look at them and everything, and then I forgot and went home without buying one. But then when I was thinking about it, I realised, oh, well, that's because it's in that position so you can see the screen, isn't it? So I might buy one off them now. I think they were only about £8, weren't they, or something? So, yeah, thank you for putting that on. And you also posted something, I think, somewhere on Facebook, I'm sure I saw, although I can't find it now, about being on a new talk group or something, but you didn't say what system it was on, so can you let me know? So, M7CCS from GW5 EOG, back to you, Chris.
Thanks, 7 Charlie Sierra. Yeah, I can shed some light on that. So basically, our system, the W.D.R.G XLX system, it has got a couple of new modules on it. Certainly put out a post to put out about the Wales module there. So of course, on the XLX now there is a module E. So like you would connect on XLX, you connect to module D, and then use talk group 6 to talk on DMR. You'd do the same there, but you'd tell your hotspot to go over to E. But it's for Welsh language speaking. That's what that module is for. So it's basically another part of the system. And of course, we have had times where we've had Welsh speaking on module D. But of course, yeah, we did our research in a sense. There isn't another Welsh talking module. So we added it to the W.D.R.G. So it doesn't come through here. It's standalone in a sense. But it's there to be used. So that was the update the city put out about that. And of course, yeah, frequency. Yeah, I'd say approved for hotspots. And of course, yeah, we had a good chat with them. And of course, I said that I would share them and everything else. So I shared their Facebook. They've got an eBay shop. I think they will be opening an Amazon shop as well. But of course, yeah, the link to the shop is to their eBay shop. And yeah, you will find most of the things. And if you don't see it, and like you said, you still saw it at the rally, send them a little message. on the even on the eBay or on the Facebook, and I'm sure they'll get back to you. And but of course that was one of the reasons why I posted it as well, was after the rally. There's people are still going to ask me, where can I get an MMDVM hotspot hat? Where can I get a hotspot from? Where can I get an OpenGD7 pre-programmed Bofang frequency? That's where you can get them. And they're going to be doing all the ham clock stuff as well. So, but of course, it's good to have an approved retailer for all the hats, because we go down Amazon and look for the one that we think is going to be best. And we take a I think we take a gamble. So I'll put it round to 2 Monty, 2W1 TER.
Yeah, Twitter here again. Yeah, I've had a few hits and misses with buying stuff off Amazon, but I originally went to that bloke on eBay that works with the people from South Wales. I can't remember his name now, and he's brilliant, because when my hat went bits up, I spoke to him, and he sent me one, and he said, well, I've got one here you can have that doesn't have an LCD screen. It's not working. I was like, I don't really care. I'll look at that. And got back up and running. But yeah, the stuff on eBay, on Amazon, it's so easy to get the wrong version and that. It's like when, what was that thing that came out where you could all text each other? A guy on YouTube singing and dancing it, always selling the stuff, but it never works. What's it called? Meshtastic. Everybody's jumping on that and buying all the boards off it. Mark 1s and Mark 2s, and you needed the Mark 3, and nobody was buying the right ones, and then complaining. So you got to look. But if there's a shop selling the proper kit and it's all been all tuned up and done, pre-assembled and pre-programmed, best way to go. In it may cost you a few quid extra, but it's less hassle in the long run and less faffing around. So yeah, go down that route. But I've been pretty lucky. I got a bit of a tech head on, so I can play around with these pipes and stuff. I don't mind messing around with them. And, a bit of a habit of breaking things deliberately so I can learn how to fix things. But that comes from being a poor as a kid when you had to. we didn't have the luxury of just buying something new.
Unrelease the key there, Monty. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it up to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Thank you, Chris. It's Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. I'm going to do the food porn section. My son came over, and his wife came over Tuesday night, and brought me basically my birthday meal. I turned 64 a few weeks ago, and they were out of town and busy with some work and things like that. And he brought me Chinese food. I had beef lo mein. My wife had egg drop soup. Very good meal. The company was even better, so we had a good time. Then Wednesday, my wife took me for pizza, brick oven pizza. I don't know if anybody ever had brick oven pizza as opposed to regular pizza, where they cook the pizza on the brick oven. Usually it's a thin crust pizza, and we had the supreme. It was delicious. It had a little bit of meat on it, sorry, Steve, and all kinds of vegetables. We had a great time doing that. Also, they make a thing called a garlic knot, which is really all it is a piece of bread dough that's kind of rolled into almost a baseball shape, and you with cuts in it so you can tear it apart, and you dip it in marinara sauce. Very delicious. We had a great time eating that. And my wife made a corned beef brisket this week. Corned beef brisket is one that's sitting in there brine, and then she took it out to the smoker and smoked it, and then she put it into a mix of vegetables, potatoes, carrots, cabbage, and roasted it for a while so it soaked up all that juice. And so those were 3 good meals. And what I did was a multicultural thing for lunch today. I had the leftover piece of the brick oven pizza and the egg drop soup. So the 2 things there are now swirling around in my stomach, enjoying themselves together. And watch out, Steve. Chris is trying to take your crown as a timeout king. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Seven Charlie Sierra. Well, yeah, I've managed to time out twice today, and we've had an extra over as well. So, but of course, yeah, Monty, I put it as a time out on the last one because it seemed like he did time out. So we go round to Steve, GW5, VOG.
GW5 VOG returning. Yeah, hopefully I'm back on DMR now. Just look at, yeah, I've just appeared on the live, on the YouTube thing. It's a bit of a lag, but my call sign's just come up. And I've got it on 2 devices at the moment, YouTube, and it's even more of a lag on the second one. That's strange. But yeah, I don't know what went wrong, but I reset the hotspot. They're prone to do that, aren't they? Yeah, so yeah, the new group told us about. I don't think it was mentioned that it was a Welsh language thing. So da iawn, Chris, wyt ti'n gallu siarad Gymraeg? Or tipyn bach? There we are. If Endav's listening, he probably be wincing at my murdering of the Welsh language there. So yeah. I am English. I'm from Liverpool, so right, you know what we're like, us Scousers. I did actually. I saw something in the papers about a Liverpool actor who's in a series on BBC at the moment, being tipped to be the next James Bond. So I started watching it. I hadn't noticed it before. It's about drug dealers in Liverpool. Typical. That's no stereotypes there, I don't think. And I watched the first episode and I quite liked it, but my wife, she's not going to watch it. Too violent, I think. So, yeah, that's something for me to watch. When I saw the Italian Job, I don't know where it was. It might have even been on Film 4. I don't know if you ever watched that. They're good with old films. And it was the original Michael Caine one. I'm pretty sure it had Noel Coward as the criminal mastermind who was in jail, which is very obscure. I think that was the same film. Anyway, M7CCS from GW5 VOG. Back to you, Chris.
Yeah, you're definitely right on that there, Steve. It did have Noel Coward as the criminal mastermind. From his prison cell, and he pretty much had the prison guards were like, yeah, he was in a mansion and they were his waiters, but he was pulling off the biggest job in history, wasn't he? So yeah, I don't know whether, don't think it really is a true story, is it? I'm not sure. Might be wrong. I'll probably get told now. Yeah, it's a true story. But no. It was literally just, I think it's fictional, and the fact it was done in minis. And then, of course, yeah, the remake was with the newer minis, but they're not a mini, they're a BMW. So, of course, yeah, and it's never as good when it's a sequel or a remake. Yeah, I had live TV on the other night, and yeah, I looked on there, just glimpsed RoboCop, and I was thinking, yeah, that's all right. And yeah, then it started, and it was a remake, and I was like, RoboCop wasn't black, as in, you know, the color coding of him, you know, he wasn't that color. He was a silvery kind of thing, and metal, and you know, he was spray painted, yeah. You know the film, but yeah, it's never as good, and especially when you think that you're actually there. Okay, I'm hearing back listening to the net. I had a phone call. So that is Bob MW0RHD. He's listening. I don't know whether his DV Mega is now working, but I think he was having a few problems there, and a couple of people in the W.D.R.G were helping. We will now go round to Monty, 2W1TER.
2 Whiskey 1, Tango Echo Romeo. Yeah, Scouse James Bond, that could be good fun, couldn't it? Hey, calm down, Mofo. Call this a volcano. My mate Jeff can get you a volcano, dirt cheap. Yeah, that'll be interesting. But, yeah, I haven't heard even in James Bond. There's always speculation and talk about it in there. But, yeah. Yeah, things telly, I haven't watched much of that either, so I don't know who the up-and-coming stars are. You know. I still like Casino Royale as the James Bond film. Not the remake one, the original one with everybody was James Bond. Peter Sellers was in it, David Niven, all of them. That was quite funny, that was. But yeah, controversy that James Bond all the time. Is it Sean Connery? Was it Roger Moore? Ian Lazenby? Well, they only made one, but yeah, who was your James Bond? Sort of gives you an age away, doesn't it, as well? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's the Timothy Dalton era and all that. I never really got into those ones. And Roger Moore was or Sean Connery, I think, was the main geezer, wasn't he? But everybody seems to go back, hark back to was the Sean Connery ones. But yeah, there's some good. I was just thinking the other day, we don't get many good ripping yarn type films anymore, or programs like. They were sharp and hornblower and that. No, they're totally factually untrue, but they were good ripping yarns, weren't they? Stuff like that I used to like. Anyway, 2 Whiskey 1, Tango Echo Romeo, back to control.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Thanks very much there. Yeah, if anybody knows how to update a DV Mega from the OLED screen or the screen, yeah, MW0RHD would like some help with that. But if not, I know he's listening to the net. But if anyone else would like to join in with the Wales Ragchew Net, go ahead with your call sign, name and location, and an over. Okay, so we go back up to the top of the list and we go to Michael, Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo, India Papa.
Well, thanks, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo, India Papa. I just looked up that movie, the Italian Job, and realized, I think it was 1969, and I was looking at the cast, and I didn't realize that Benny Hill had a minor part in that movie as a professor of some kind. I don't remember the last time I saw that movie. It has been years ago. I know the updated one had Mark Wahlberg in it, and it was an American movie, I think. The one I was thinking about was Steve McQueen in Bullet, where he was the king of cool for the actors back then. And so he was very much a race car driver and everything else, race motorcycles when he wasn't acting. But very cool movie. I was going to tell you, one of the other things I invested in for the ham radio is I bought a new, updated Anytone B578. It's very cool to have. My old one I'd had for about 4 years, I guess. And so I went ahead and decided to invest in a new updated one. And it is worth every bit of the penny. The new updated one has all some of the new firmware in it that I didn't have in the old one. And plus it gets all the digital contacts that are out there available. So you download one time and you're in. But that's my ham radio news for this week. And there might have been something else I wanted to tell you, but of course with my mind is slipping and I've forgotten what it is. So I'll turn it back to you, Chris. Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
Yeah, okay then, Michael. Thank you very much. And yeah, just leaving a gap there because some people sometimes key in between gaps. So we go around to Steve now, GW5VOG.
GW5VOG returning. Hopefully I'm getting through still. Yes, actually, Michael, I totally forgot what I was going to say. I was going to come back about something and I've forgotten what it was. Cars have been very interesting, but yeah, I was thinking, oh yeah, Chris, you said about updating a DB Mega from the screen. Is that like some of them have the big Nextian screens, don't they, which are touch screens? I would suggest, you'll know who I mean, Andreas in Western Supermare, the M0FXB. He does hundreds of usually quite short ones, but he has got a lot on there about DV Mega and Blue DV and that sort of thing. And I've definitely seen him with some hotspots with big Nextian screens on them. So that's my suggestion. Have a look at that. Yeah, I want to get from AliExpress, which I've never bought anything from AliExpress, but it'll be a new experience for me. A replacement Orange Pi computer board for the other hotspot I had, which I overpowered and destroyed. Had an Orange Pi in it, and you can buy them from China for under £20, I think. So I'm going to invest in one of them and see if I can get that hotspot to go. And then I want to make my own version of the ZoomSpot USB. You can get like an MMDVM hat and a special USB connector for it, so that you can plug it straight into your laptop. So that'd be quite good fun trying to make one of them. So that's for me going on in the future. So yeah, as I say, I've forgotten all the things I was going to say. But it's old age and tiredness. This week there's not been so many of us, but it's been very good quality. So anyway, back to you, Chris M7CCS from GW5VOG in a group. Back to you.
Steve. So I'm looking in the W.D.R.G chat. Apparently Bob is now hearing us for his hotspot by just rebooting. So we'll try and give him a little call after Monty. So round to you there, Monty. GW1 CER.
Steve McQueen, he was good. I liked him in The Great Escape. The Cooler King. Yeah, he's done some good films, and that Bullet was quite good. Apparently, though, everybody spots the Volkswagen in the background because it kept reappearing in the shots, and it become a bit of one of those Easter eggs, didn't it, where everybody spotted the Volkswagen in the background in every scene. What else was that other film people were talking about? Oh, this is what happens when you distract yourself with apple strudel and ice cream and stuff. I can't remember what the other film was I was going to mention. It's Chris Files and all that. Oh, well, I like Michael Caine films. I like the old 60s Michael Caine films. I like them. I think Michael Caine would have been an interesting James Bond. But, yeah, very strange how he never got no roles like that. But I think he was too distinct in his accents and that, and he'd already been in those sort of spy films and that, so he already had a sort of a bit of a bit of a presence in those sort of things. Was it the Len Dayton books or whatever? Yeah, they were good, they were. I like them. Dark grisly days of British involvement in Germany after the beginning of the Cold War and all that lot. Very interesting. But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, 2 Whiskey 1 Tango Echo back to control.
Mike 7 Charlie Sierra, thanks very much there, Monty. So we are down to the bottom of the list. There was somebody, I think they could have been trying to get in via the analog side on CQ Northwest or via one of the CQ Northwest repeaters. So I'll see if that is somebody trying to call in. And if it is, I'll see if I can make that out. So I'll do it for the station that may be calling via a repeater on CQ Northwest. Go ahead with your call sign and name and location, and then over. Okay, Mike 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, that was an audible for myself, unfortunately. It seems like you may be on the fraction of the repeater. I didn't get a name, but just as you were handing it back, I got Golf 8-3 Victor. But what I'll do is I'll call out for Bob, see if he can get into us, and then we'll go round the list again. I'll come back to you, and I'll by calling a Golf 8-3 Victor, and we'll see if you're in a stronger area. So we will go to Bob MW0RHD. I know that you may be hearing us, but can you get into us? Over to you there.
Mike Whiskey 0, Romeo Hotel Delta, Bob, Northwest Wales, and hopefully you're hearing me, Chris. I can't hear myself coming back over the network via the phone, via the computer.
I am hearing you there, Bob. There is a delay on the computer side of things. Of course, yeah, YouTube moderate if it's going out live. And we have got the latencies as low as the latencies can be for going out, but it still puts that tiny little bit of delay in there. So, yeah, you are getting through, not a problem there, Bob. So, yeah, I'll let you continue your over. Over to you there, Bob.
Okay, Chris. Yeah, I heard myself coming back with the latency. I forgot to compare it with latency. But it's good that it's working. I don't know what I did. I looked at the screen. It said upgrade for the YSTAR. So I tried pressing it. It didn't work, and then all of a sudden it did work, and then it stopped working. So I unplugged it and plugged it back in. And now it's working. So yeah, it's up, it's running. I can get back in. And thanks for all your help from Sutty and from Daryl. Much appreciated. Really, really. But yeah, it's up and it's working. I've now got it connected direct to the internet. It's not going Wi-Fi. Because I thought at first it might have been a Wi-Fi problem, but we'll sort that one out if it is that one later on. So I've got an Ethernet cable going into it at the moment, and all the necessary details are coming up on screen. It might have just been a glitch that I needed the radio on first before powering that up. I don't know. So I powered that up first, and I normally put the radio on. But anyway,
it's working now. I'm able to hear you all. Again, thanks for your patience. Thanks for calling me in, Chris, and to Daryl and to Sooty and anybody else that's made any comments. Much appreciated. MW7CCS and W.D.R.G with MW3CYQ sitting next to me, listening in. Thanks to you, Chris. Thank you very much, and yeah, hello there for Dawn as well, MW3CYQ. So yeah, glad you got it sorted there, Bob, and that's all good. So yeah, I'm just trying to get something up there. I have got a message in the old messages, but yeah, the computer's decided to be a little bit slow whilst I'm trying to do it there. But yeah, I'm just trying to look, but it's all okay. So I've got a message from Sooty, just to give a reminder to anybody that's listening and anybody that is watching, that subs for the Wales Digital Radio Group. So if you want to be a member or you want to just support the network, we have been taking them since the day of the Blackpool Rally, which was last Sunday. So yeah, it's not compulsory, but if you're already a part of the W.D.R.G, you can yeah, carry on being a member of the W.D.R.G. And I know that Steve, of course, there was a joke about Steve, did your card decline? So yeah, there's always that favourite words that Steve always uses, and that is Marks and Spencer. And of course, yeah, his credit card was a Marks and Spencer one, and it declined on Sooty's little machine. So I believe I'm still going through, and my radio's saying please charge battery. So yeah, if you email membership, the membership, which you can find on the Wales Digital Radio Group website, then you'll be able to email them the membership, and they will get you a payment link sent out to you. So I'm going to put it round. I'm going to put it up to the top, and it's going to be last overs and 7 threes to Michael Whiskey Alpha 5 Romeo India Papa, and I'm going to do a quick battery change.
Chris, I appreciate it. And this is Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. And I want to go ahead and do the 73 at this point in time because I do need to get back downstairs. Got a couple of things going on. But I did want to tell Steve, my wife introduced me to tapas years ago when she was in culinary school. Loved it. I like the mix of all the different kinds of things that are going to tapas and the way you can, you know, have a party while you're eating with friends, as it were. I can't believe that the net has gone by so quickly. Here it is, almost 9 o'clock your time, I guess. Almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon my time. But it's been a good net. We've had some good quality people. I enjoyed having Molly on here, and as well as Steve. I wish Ron had been here this week. But I hope everybody has a great week and takes care of themselves. And we'll all meet up again next Saturday. And maybe Chris can give us some more updates on his car. I mean, first thing you want to do is polish it up and make it shine like a new penny. All right, Chris, I'll turn it back to you. 73 from Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa.
And Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, of course, yeah, the first thing that we did do with the car was, yeah, make it shine like a new penny. But of course, yeah, she's already running good. And of course, yeah, she's diesel, so she should be pretty robust. Like you said. So it's good to speak to you there, Michael. And of course, I'm for sure I will catch you next week. And yeah, 7 threes already. It has gone pretty quick. And of course, yeah, that last announcement about the membership. If you would like to become a member of W.D.R.G, or if you're already a member and you'd like to renew your membership, or if you'd just like to find out anything about the group or ask a question, we've got 2 email addresses, so get your pens ready. So, the first email address is if you just want to know anything, you were asked questions, it's info@WDRG UK. So that's info@WDRG UK. And then if for the membership, it's membership@WDRG UK. You might not need your pen and pencil for that, but it is on the website under contact. And of course, yeah, I was stumbling because, of course, I've got low latency streaming on, so it makes my website load a little bit slower. But I did actually get the information up there. So we will now go round to Steve, GW5BOG, who has got his membership, and yeah, the such as card machine, it didn't like him, it kept declining him. Over to you there, Steve, GW5BOG.
GW5BOG returning. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, I'm glad you put the record straight then and let everyone know that I did actually pay with another card. So, yeah, it was, what happened was, and if you look at the video of me opening your lovely box of chocolate bars in Blackpool, I was absolutely exhausted that night. I was kind of dying on my feet, really. And I also drank, for me, quite a lot of pints of beer, about 4, I think, which, you know, I don't drink very much these days. And when I went to pay at the bar, I forgot, mixed up a bit. So I tried a few times, and I said, "Oh, forget it, I'll use this other card." So I used my other card, and I don't know why it was asking for my PIN, because it wasn't a large amount, but it might have been just, I think Marks and Spencer's are a little bit more security conscious than some, and I think maybe it didn't like the fact that I wasn't in my home area, that this was coming from a strange place, from a hotel bar in a strange town. Anyway, when I got home, my card had been just stopped, so I had to phone them up, and then they told me what to do, and they put it right, and it works perfectly now. So there we are, that's that. Chris, if you've got time, when you come back, tell me what's the price of their Bowfang with the GD77 or whatever it is firmware. I didn't notice that. And also 73 to everybody. Thanks for a great net tonight. Thanks, Chris, for running it. And I'd like to say thank you to all the W.D.R.G members that I met in Blackpool and looked after me really well and were very, very friendly, and I had a nice chat with Donna, so that was nice. And if she's there, good evening to her. And of course, the theme of today's net has been and their tight little shorts. So 73 to everyone. Back to you, Chris.
Like 7 Charlie Sierra. Well, of course, yeah, it was good to meet you as well, Stephen. Of course, yeah, it was, you know, it's all good. And of course, yeah, Daisy Duke being the theme. But yeah, I haven't even said the last bit yet, have I? We've already proved that Daisy Duke can tow. So yeah, basically the old car. Decided we were going to limp it over to the other house, and yeah, it'd be safer there and whatever. And of course, yeah, we struggled to park, basically. So yeah, move it. So I was following Donna over, and yeah, it decided to go from Eco Boost to Eco Boom. So of course, yeah. Daisy did some towing and did it very well. And Donna done it very well as well. She'd never towed before. So, yeah, that's all good. I lost my train of thought there, and of course we were talking about W.D.R.G, and yeah, then you're talking about shorts, and then I was trying to work the reference out, and then yeah, then my brain kept caught up with Steve there. So we're going to go around to Monty, 2W1TER.
Yeah, 2 Whiskey 1 Tango Echo Romeo, eh? Yeah, I've just posted up, I couldn't link it because it's a closed group, but I've posted a screenshot of a bargain. I've posted it on the Wales Ragchew Net Facebook page for anybody looking for a hotspot and radio. 130 quid. So you might as well buy the hotspot and you get the Anytone radio thrown in for free. It don't look a bad little radio. It's a DMR radio, so yeah, nice little setup there for anyone. It's only been up for 23 minutes, so if somebody gets there quick enough, they might get it. The actual group is Ham Radio Gear for Sale in UK. Ham Radio Gear for Sale in UK. So, yeah, anybody looking out for a bargain, there you go. 130 quid, you get a radio and a Pi hotspot in a case and everything. So, yeah, that's my little thing. Now, yeah, 7-3s, everyone. Nice chatting to you, and I'll speak to you all next week. So, take care, have fun, stay young. 2 Whiskey 1 Tango Echo Romeo, going clear.
And Mike 7, Charlie Sierra, yeah, I just looked at that there, Monty, and yeah, it reminds me of some of my very first hotspots, that does. A bit old culture, but I'm sure it's fully functional. But yeah, I know what the question was from Steve now. It was how much the Bofang with the Open GD77 was. I think it was about £70. Don't quote me because I've been asleep since. But I think it was about £70. And it already had the Open GD77 on. Plus, they can do your co-plug for you as well. So there's all that there with Steve. So yeah, it's worth looking. And of course, yeah, the link's on W.D.R.G anyway, the frequency. And of course, Monty's put the other option on there as well, hotspot on a radio. So I'm going to try and call the station, which was a little bit weak for me, and it was coming through CQ Northwest, maybe for a repeater. That's Golf 8 3 Victor. Are you in a stronger signal area now? Okay, he might have been going the other way, out of range. Hi. So we'll go round to Bob now, MW0RHD. Well, hopefully his hotspot is still working. Round to you there for your 7-3.
Mike 7 Charlie Sierra, Mike Whiskey 0 Romeo Hotel Delta, with Dawn MW3CYQ. Listening in. Yeah, it's working fine, no problems at all. That's the gentleman in just says put the posting up on the Facebook page. I don't know whether I'm on the right Facebook page, but I'm not seeing anything. Facebook.com groups W.D.R.G.UK. That's Facebook. I'm not seeing a thing. So there we go. Never mind. It'll be interesting to see that. Yeah, okay. Well, it's good to be joining you all this evening, and hopefully we'll be getting on again without any problems. Fire it up, and but it's working fine. Take it over. All the information's coming up on screen. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I'm quite pleased. I'm happy again. So yeah, from me and from Dawn, 7-3 and respectively 88. M7CCS, MW0RHD, MW3CYQ.
Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Well, I hope the 88s are coming from Dawn, because it would be a bit funny coming from you there, Bob. Hi. But yeah, it's all good there. Of course, yeah, the reason why you might not have seen the post if you've gone on the W.D.R.G one is because he posted it on one of the Ragchew pages because we're on the Wales Ragchew Net. Yeah, it's all good there. I've been Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. In the net tonight, we had Whiskey Alpha 5, Romeo India Papa. We had GW5 VOG Steve. We had 2W1 TER Monty. We had M7EMH was listening and helping Bob. We had G83 Victor was all we got off the call sign, but he was on a repeater. We had Bob MW0RHD, and we had MW0TTF was helping Bob, but probably listening. Also with Mrs. Darrell, and MW3 CYQ Dawn, listening with Bob. 7-3. I've been Mike 7, Charlie Sierra. Catch you next week for the Wales Ragchew Net again, and catch Sooty in the week for his net. That's from 4:30 p.m. on a Wednesday on this network. There is no live stream for that, but of course, you can catch Sooty on the W.D.R.G network on Wednesday for the Wednesday afternoon net. 7-3 all.